What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Bruja Afrikana, coming to you all with a tarot reading. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel, and we're going to get right into this. Now, I know y'all may not be familiar with who Payne is, but he is or was a member of the group One Direction. And y'all like, that's white people shit. We don't know. But some of y'all little daughters and sons like some of their music. So he's one of those band members. But let's talk about what is going on surrounding his death. Here we have the fire card, the mask, escape, illness, hunger, and the help me card. Liam had been trying to reach out for help, or maybe he was wishing that somebody would pay attention to that monster that was on his back, honey. I keep telling y'all, I don't joke about addiction. I've never had an addiction, but I've been around people who had drug addictions, and that shit is really sad. And I have a lot of empathy for addicts, because to have something controlling your mind that heavy, something as not even inanimate because it's a real thing, but something as inanimate as drugs holding on to you and causing you to wear a mask, making you not be yourself. I have empathy for them. But Liam, he's no different. He was going through that fire, honey. He was putting that mask on for the public, but in reality, he was trying to escape that illness, that drug addiction that he had going on. Now, let's be realistic. Them motherfuckers that was around him in that group, all of that friendship circle bullshit. I keep telling y'all, there are no friends in the industry. I don't give a shit how long y'all been around each other. These motherfuckers will sell you out and sacrifice the shit out of you, okay? This is in my opinion and what his cards give. They came up with this, not his bandmates, but the people that are involved with their careers, came up with this genius idea. I want y'all to watch out for whoever blows up amongst them, with the amongst the One Direction crowd that's left. The group members, I mean. Just pay attention to who blows up most. I feel like Harry Styles is getting ready to be elevated, and Liam was sacrificed as a whole to see who the fuck was gonna be next. But this is what it was, you know. They made sure that they provided him with the drugs and probably turned him on to it. Not saying that he was this old good old square boy at first. He might have smoked a little weed or something before, but they provided that fucking pink cocaine. I don't even know what that shit is. What is that? Motherfucking heroin and motherfucking cocaine mixed together? Either way, they put that shit in front of them because that's Hollywood's drug. See, it's no longer just regular cocaine. See, that's cheap people shit. They think you ain't got no money if you can't get a hold of this motherfucking pink shit, you know? So they strapped this demon to this man's back. And I'm gonna tell y'all what, Liam's cards seem to indicate that he was having dreams about a demon chasing him. And he attributed it maybe to the drug addiction, but he was dreaming that there was maybe a monster, if you will, that was chasing him and that was trying to take his spirit from him. And in my mind, or in the vision that I had regarding what caused this man to take off running, other than the drugs, because it was the drugs, y'all, but it was something else pursuing him, okay? And how I've been taught also, in how I have been taught, both in when I was going to church and in Ifa, I was always taught that God gives you warnings of when you are about to depart this earth. Per his cards, I truly believe that Liam had been having dreams about himself dying, okay? With the devil and the dreams card showing up with the grief card, that shows him being afraid, okay? That shows him having that dream that I'm speaking of, that I have been taught that people have. When I do my necromancy readings, when I speak with the spirits of ancestors. You know, I know y'all might think that's funny, but fine, deal with that, whatever. I know what my gift gives. I know that I do have the ability to commune with the dead or communicate with the dead. So you can kiss my ass. You can save all the Miss Cleo jokes and all of that shit, because I'll tell y'all what. Miss Cleo gave me my very first tarot reading, and she told me that I would be a tarot reader. I was talking about, I wanted to be a nurse and all of that shit. She like, you ain't gonna be doing that. I was 16 when she gave me that reading. Look at the shit come to fruition now. So if you call me Miss Cleo, baby, you ain't doing shit but complimenting me. Anyway, like I said, I feel like Liam had been having them dreams. And them dreams, they grew into something else. He knew that something was coming. He literally knew that the spirit of death was following him. He maybe had that dream. If y'all talk to people who, maybe like somebody that has cancer and they know that they are passing away soon, they'll tell you that they have a dream. And in that dream, they see themselves asleep. Very vividly, I remember certain people who have passed away who told me that very same thing, that they dreamt of themselves asleep. And I knew exactly what that was. I also have one client who dreamt of her mother asleep, and her mother passed away shortly after that. So I believe that Liam was seeing himself sleep in dreams. And who knows, he might have some type of spirituality about himself. And he knew what that was. So he began to try to avoid it more by getting higher and higher and higher, instead of maybe investigating what the universe wanted from him. And I know you can't outrun it, Koo. I know you can't outrun the spirit of death. But I feel like there was an avenue there that Liam wasn't able to explore because his mind wasn't clear. And in the end of things, he ended up running from the boogeyman. And I know that's, yes, what's on that card, the boogeyman, but that's exactly who he started to see pursuing him. See, I believe that it transpired from being just a dream to this dark spirit or this dark energy following him. And y'all know, if you done been around old folks that's about to leave, they tell you they see that man standing in the corner. I think that Liam was seeing that man standing in the corner a lot, which is why the fate card was right there. And this is shocking to his fans, and even shocking to those who are not his fans. They like, yo, this dude took off running through the hotel, and even though people were calling 911, nobody tried to intervene and step in and see if they could help this young man. See, him running around the hotel that night was him running away from that spirit of death that was upon him. So he gets up to the fucking 3rd floor, right? Somehow he jumps off. Now, I know y'all are like, y'all got y'all suspicions and y'all feel like people are lying about what happened. But I want to tell y'all something. When your mind is not clear and people are around you clouding your thoughts and your judgment, and they are feeding you bullshit, giving you drugs that'll have you fucked up, having you drunk and just pissy drunk all of the time, so your thought process is off, they are feeding you to that spirit of death. As I said in the beginning of the reading, I feel like he was sacrificed. That's why he was given so many drugs. That's why they were made so available. And I know y'all like, oh, people can't make you get high. No, but if that shit's plentiful, if that shit's put in front of you like that, he of course is gonna do it. And on the other side of the thing, like I said, nobody would make the call. Nobody would step in and be that intervention that he needed, because they too were in the deep. Like I said, they were the people that were around him were providing this shit to him. And of course the family and shit is going to try to save face and, oh, we didn't know, or we tried to do our best, which may be true, but you know, y'all still knew what it was too. See, now they'll pretend like they did everything they could to help him, and in reality, y'all baited this man out there by turning a blind eye to the shit simply because he was famous. But in the end, he was pursued by the spirit of death, y'all, and he was sacrificed.
Feel the sacred glow in the realm of the real. Let a power flow.